And now the Chovas is going to bring us back to the conversation of the intermediaries, of the way a person does parnasa, for a person who is supposed to become wealthy. Sometimes you see by the people who are running after the money, sometimes you see that a person indeed reaches the taiva that they wanted to get to through their effort. Or sometimes people get money through Yerusha or through a different way without effort. And they think that because of their effort or because of the Yerusha, that's why they receive the money. And they think they think without those intermediaries, without those efforts, without those things and events happening, they would not have gotten the money. And therefore, they go around telling people, you know what, I made my wealth from real estate, so everyone should go into real estate and they'll become wealthy. And they forget that it's only HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They forget to thank Hashem. This whole thing in the Chovas Halevovas, where we keep on seeing the idea that a Baal Bitachon constantly thanks Hashem, and someone who is not a Baal Bitachon, someone who is running after the money for the wrong reasons, for covet, what we see is that it's the opposite of someone who says thank you to Hashem. It's the opposite of someone who has anova. It's someone who's running after gaiva and covet, and therefore he always forgets to say thank you Hashem for what he has. As Rabbi Avigdor Miller Zatzal used to always say, a person every moment in life, a person sits down with a fruit, a person sits down with a piece of watermelon, needs to contemplate and think, HaKadosh Baruch Hu made the seeds of the watermelon, that they should be so slippery that if by mistake a person swallows it, it shouldn't make an issue. But if you take a seed of a peach or a nectarine, then something that's bigger, that there's a lesser chance that someone will swallow it, then it's different, it looks different. In other words, a person always has to think every move that we do, everything that happens in our life is thank you Hashem. But why? It's not just to train ourselves in Eidah. It's not just that this is the purpose that we're in this world for, to realize and recognize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to thank Him for everything. But in reality, it's even deeper, because the antithesis to this is that on the other hand is a person who is not Maki Toive, he's a Kofi Toive, because he thinks it's all him. It's all his ishtadlus. It's all his efforts. A person who goes and he pushes the brakes in his car, and he thinks, I did that. That's someone who's a Kofi Toive. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that made the car stop. Not me, not my effort. And that's what the Chovas Halevovas tells you. Someone who goes around and says, you know what? You know how I got wealthy? Because of that. Because I did that. Because I got the Yerusha from that person who died. Says the Chovas Halevovas, if he is not Mishabeach as Hashem, that's a Kofi Toive. Have a wonderful day.